Hi guys, welcome. Hopefully you've seen our course intro video. This explainer video will go through the 20-day program and the innovative methodology we use to not only help you develop these skills, but to embed them to muscle memory so that you have a better chance of becoming instinctive even in the moment of fear. That's why in the first module you'll learn about some of the chemicals our body and brain use, the fight or flight mechanism we are all born with. You'll learn the important difference between tonic immobilization and hysterical strength. And if we can learn to harness hysterical strength, then there is a possibility to tap into an unknown superpower that exists in us. Anyway, more importantly, this course will not overload you with hundreds of techniques and concepts, simply because our muscle memory doesn't function well when it's overwhelmed. Now, having studied martial arts for 40 years, I have a huge passion for it, but the grading system and drive to compete unfortunately overwhelms the cerebellum, the area of the brain that governs our motor skills. This is why, as a kid, when you learn to catch a ball, it still comes instinctively to you. The same for riding a bike and eventually driving a car. All simplified motor skills. Our physical defense system is built around our simplified and instinctive response system. So techniques are effective, easy to learn, and more likely to embed to muscle memory. So in Module 1, we show you a simple way to create and keep space from people of concern, which also fits perfectly with the legal aspect of self-defense, something else you'll learn in this module. Also be amazed at how much speed and power you can generate as you learn the 3 principles of power, which includes establishing a natural stable stance with fluid footwork. You'll also learn the easy striking system that requires no conditioning. With each module, we look to take it up a notch. So in Module 2, we'll introduce you to some memory techniques, some of the world's renowned experts, so that in the moment of attack, you'll instantly execute elbow blocks whilst loading to strike back. There's even some preventative tactical lessons on how to stay off a sexual predator's radar. Would you believe they look for certain things when selecting their victims? Module 2, you'll see how holistic this course is in regards to threats, as we give you a strategy to deal with online scammers. Module 3 is the early icing on the cake. You'll learn about vulnerable targets and how well executed strikes could literally render your violent attacker unconscious. You'll also learn how to use your legs to create offensive options with more range, so you can react before they are close upon you. We also cover the very distasteful topics of drink spiking and mugging. But remember, knowledge and strategy is power. It's not meant to make you fear anything, because by the end of this course, you will feel a new sense of empowerment. As much as we try and execute things properly, the reality is we cannot always be at our full awareness. So, Module 4 takes us to the most uncomfortable range, being grabbed. Once again, because we understand the cerebellum and how muscle memory works, we won't be teaching you 10 ways to escape a bear hug. We'll teach you one highly effective approach, but also teach you about our plan B, C, D strategy, so you learn to keep going until you get the desired response from your attacker. So whether someone has grabbed your wrists, trying to pull you somewhere, or your hair, or even thrust you against the wall, you'll have a simplified and instinctive response to all of these. But the question you must ask is, once I learn all of this, will I forget it in 6 months? Unfortunately, this is how it is with traditional self-defense courses. With WarriorUp, at the end of each module, we have several things to help embed these new skills to muscle memory. First, the review lessons itself, where you'll be taught a short sequence that incorporates the techniques learned. You'll also have 3-minute blaster drills that you can practice on your own, with a partner, or if you have access, on a punch bag. Finally, we're probably the only threat defense program in the world that offers this, but each module has a visualization process that allows you to mentally rehearse the key techniques 50 times in 7 minutes. Combining physical and mental rehearsal has proved to be a game changer for top athletes, creatives, and entrepreneurs. Even if you don't choose to periodically use these resources, we will teach you how to quickly drill the techniques as a matter of habit, whilst waiting for the kettle to boil, bath to run, even between commercial breaks on the TV. Then they will become instinctive, primed, and ready for anything that life throws at you. You may even be inspired to take our next course, or even our Bushido Body Blast program, so you develop a beach body whilst perfecting these self-defense skills. Most importantly, that feeling of confidence and empowerment this course will provide is worth the investment of time. Look forward to seeing you in the first lesson.